Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from MetLife. He's got the squiver. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Straight to the air they go. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds a man right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a gain of 12 there, and it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Ready, set, go.
From the gun, a give to Miller. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Come on, set, go.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Back now, pressure on its way. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most important, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. It's taken in by Lamb. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
This one down right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First time this game they've looked to him. So it's second down coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18. Shut up. Ready?
On the give, it's Miller. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Check go.
Third and long for him here. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up fourth and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now. 18, right here. Go.
Throwing from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Go. Hut.
Handoff here for Miller. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this.
Okay, ready?
Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at second and 3.
Hut, hut.
Running once more with Miller. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Play action on first down. He finds Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here he is on third and long. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Moody knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them. So much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants need only one to take the lead. Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking for a throw here. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They go play action on first. Looking to his fullback now. He breaks the tackle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15.
Let's go now.
Looking to the air here. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. And he cuts it back right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that one. Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Setting up a throw. Catch is made in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Neighbors with a catch. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now they have 3rd and short.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And they fake it on 4th and 1. And the fake works to perfection. He's got the first down.
It is, on paper, a riskier option than just lining your offense up to go for it on 4th and 1. But fake punts are always an option in this down and distance. And in this case, maybe lining up to punt got the defense to relax just enough to go and make it work.
Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he drives it up past the 45. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We've set it downs for him at the 38. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He completes it in traffic. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's going deep this time. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Pass play coming here. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Nico Collins, the intended target. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Viking 18. Mustang 19.
He's back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Set. Put.
One final shot before halftime. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. and you want to pay off your special teams that set you up for success.
On first down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. He's trying to push the field. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's completed right side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. He's on the move. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Now it's Miller. And he gets him around 6 there. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 back, 18 back.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Deron Bland has it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
This is ahead for about 5. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Back to the well again. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've got first down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's complete inside the 35. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Come on.
They motion the tight end over. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. Strike.
He'll throw it yet again. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Set, go.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. All set up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Into the hands of Neighbors. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So second down coming up. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
70 Lions. Ready.
On the ground, it's Miller. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it an 11-point ball game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. His return starts at the 5. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 34-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie from Florida in on that stop. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go now. Garoppolo leading.
Putting a receiver in motion. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep.
It just feels like anytime this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's taken in by Lamb. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Hey. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Set go.
They'll come out throwing. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Hand off to the back. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. 8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on 3rd down. They give it to him again. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kittle brings it in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He gets another shot here. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 4 on the play, partner. That pushes them a whole lot closer. 3rd and goal from the 2. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Cowboys nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Fullback trying to power it across. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Nothing on that play, and now it's 4th and goal from the 2.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 38-yard line.
Go.
From the 38. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. They've got to keep moving quick here. From the red zone now. Oh no, they get him yet again. Geno Stone picks it off. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.